Welcome to the American Education Report. The ranks of colleges that are no longer requiring standardized tests as part of the admissions process are growing. George Washington University in Washington, D.C. recently announced that it will no longer require applicants to submit SAT or ACT scores. The reevaluation of the role of standardized testing in the admissions decision process is one of the most noticeable trends in college admissions over the last few decades. According to the National Center for Fair and Open Testing, 40 colleges and universities have adopted test-optional policies since the spring of 2013. George Washington is one of the largest private institutions to choose to go test-optional. GW has followed the lead of a variety of other selective schools, including Wesleyan, Wake Forest, Brandeis, Bryn Mawr, and Bowdoin, among others. Currently, more than 800 four-year colleges and universities refer to themselves as test-optional and do not use the SAT or ACT in their admissions process. Schools that have made standardized tests optional for admissions are widely pleased with the results. Many report their applicant pools and enrolled classes have become more diverse without any loss in academic quality. And we continue our coverage of the apparent resurrection of Sweetbriar College. Alumni have made the second of 3 payments to Sweetbriar College required under the mediated settlement to keep the Virginia Private Women's College open. The college's new administration confirmed that it had received a payment of $3.5 million from Saving Sweetbriar, Inc., several days ahead of the deadline set under the agreement. That brings to $8.5 million what Saving Sweetbriar has paid so far, with a final payment of another $3.5 million due by the beginning of September. The agreement requires the nonprofit group to pay a total of $12 million by September to support short-term operations. As part of the agreement, then, the Virginia Attorney General will release $16 million of restricted endowment funds for general operations. College says nearly 300 students are now enrolled for the fall semester. Classes there will begin on August 27th. And in some schools in Chicago this coming school year, there'll be a changing of the bells. Chicago Public Schools has changed the bell schedules at 82 schools in a move the district says will save $13.5 million by reducing transportation costs. Under the new schedules, students at roughly 60 high schools will begin their day at 9 a.m., about an hour later than last year, when the academic school year begins. Students at about 20 elementary schools and a small number of high schools will begin their day anywhere from 15 minutes to more than an hour earlier. The end of the day for all affected schools will change accordingly. Most of the district's 600-plus schools will remain on the same schedule as last year. The district said the changes stem from an analysis that concluded that transportation costs were higher than those of other large school systems because, without staggered bell times, the district ran more buses and fewer routes. According to an official statement, every dollar we save by staggering school bell times and streamlining transportation services next school year is one more dollar we don't have to cut from our classrooms. That's it for now. For more, you can go to AmericanEdTV.com and our YouTube channel. And for breaking news, make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter.